Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
And will now be on the record in 2026 CR 55, State of Kansas versus Christina M. Phillips. Please announce appearances.
May it please the court, the state appears by Jill Gillette, County Attorney.
The defendant, Christina Phillips, appears separately with counsel Joseph Favre.
And what does she want for preliminary hearing, Mr. Fabre?
Judge, if we could, I need one more continuance on Miss Phillips. This case is, I just got some new discovery from Miss Gillette a week ago, and I just need a little bit more time. I think we're going to end up with some resolution, but if we could have maybe 30 days.
All right, Missy, do you have something in about 30 days? Do you want to continue the PHC? The control setting?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. Missy, when can he do that?
I actually don't have anything till July 17th.
Oh, my.
We don't
July
have
17th.
PHC dockets in June.
Okay.
Well, that's not as probably as bad as it sounds, because this being May 8th, May to June, June to July 8th.
Yeah. July 17th, I'll be out, Missy. Is there anything on the 24th or 31st or?
The 31st at 1:30.
Okay. That'll have to do.
All right, July, say that again, 31st at 1:30.
Yes.
And Judge, we would like to address Miss Phillips' bond conditions if we could.
All right. Miss Phillips, you are ordered to reappear with your attorney July 31st at 1:30 by Zoom. I am adding that as a condition to your existing $20,000 AAA Butler County bail bond that you posted April 7th of 2026. Now, what is it you'd like to address about that bond, Mr. Fabre?
So, Judge, right now, Miss Phillips is on a bond and she has made the bond, but the bond requirements allow her no contact with anybody under the age of 18 years of age. And given the charges, that makes some sense, of course, but what it does is it has precluded her from having contact with her own children, her own biological children. And she has 4 children that are currently in the care of her ex-husband, 2 of them, and then 2 of them with her sister. And she would like to be able to have contact with those children. She was in those children's lives. And so what we're requesting, Judge, is that she be allowed to have contact with her own children. We'll note that there's been no allegations that there was any inappropriate behavior ever with Miss Phillips and her own biological children. It's never been an issue. So we'd ask that she be allowed to have contact with those 4 children specifically. And then additionally, Judge, I did receive a report from electronic monitoring that said that Ms. Phillips has been compliant with her electronic monitoring conditions. Unfortunately, her current bond conditions have made it harder for her to work. So it's very costly for her to have the electronic monitoring. So we'd ask the court to consider removing the electronic monitoring at this time.
Ms. Gillette, your response?
For her own children, I would just say that the court could allow contact per the civil orders in any domestic case between her and her children's other parent. As far as the GPS, it's been a month. I kind of would prefer that it stay on to ensure no contact with the witnesses. I have had reports that she's had contact with one of the witnesses that's not her mother or relative. So I would ask that the GPS remain.
So she's looking at promoting obscenities to a minor and lewd and lascivious behavior.
Right.
To someone born in 2012. So we're talking about an alleged 13-year-old victim.
Correct.
That's how,
That's the allegation, Judge, right?
right. How old are her children? You said they're
Uh,
4.
they run the gamut, Judge. Ms. Phillips, what are the ages of your children?
My oldest is an 11-year-old boy. My oldest daughter is a 10-year-old girl. My youngest daughter is 9, and my youngest son is 6.
Okay, thank you. And are they currently living with their father? Are they all from the same father?
So my younger two are from the same father. They are with their father right now or at school, whatever time it is, but
Right.
they reside with their dad. They do. My older two are with my little sister. She has taken on the care of them for right now. But I do wish to be able to see or at least talk to my kids. If not, just being able to FaceTime them.
Well, as I read these charges as they are filed, they're pretty serious and disturbing. Now, I understand they're just charges, allegations at this point, but there is still that concern that if they are true, other children could be at risk. It's like, whether they're her children or not, who's to
Well,
say?
Judge,
Go ahead,
I
Mr.
concur. I was going to say, I'd point out that again, there's never been any allegations of inappropriate behavior with her own children, and also, I think if the court wanted to tailor it to allow at least maybe just FaceTime visits or something, if the court was concerned that, but again, with these children, there's never been any concerns, and I'll just point out without getting too much into this case, Miss Phillips does not have a very extensive history of this kind of behavior. So I don't want to litigate the whole case right now, but I think we can put something in place that allows her to contact her own children safely, I think.
Well, most sex offenders don't have a long history. They get caught and then they get dealt with, but many have a long history before they get caught. And she could be abusing her own children and just have a better setup to conceal it than she would with a neighbor's child, for instance. More access as well. Are these children in any kind of therapy or counseling with their mother being out of the home?
I wouldn't know that, Judge.
Ms. Gillette, would you?
I don't know.
Well, they could be traumatized because mom just disappeared on him if she did. And
That's
then
the
they,
thing. Under any civil order, because I don't know what her civil orders are between her and her exes or the families.
right. Well, I will modify that she can have contact with her children only supervised. And I'm going to order court services to be a bond supervisor. They don't have to supervise the contact, but they have to approve who supervises the time with the children. There are facilities I know in Wichita and Emporia that the children are in a setting where the one parent drops them off and then the other parent sees them at the end of the building and they're supervised. But I want them adequately supervised so that there isn't any discussion even about these charges or anything pornographic. I'm not going to approve Facebook or anything like that because the allegations include mailing, transmitting, publishing, distributing, presenting, exhibiting, or advertising obscene material, to wit a pornographic video or device where the recipient or member of the audience of an obscene performance of a child is under 18. So I don't want the children exposed to any kind of video or recording or internet where mom could maybe take advantage and show them something she couldn't. otherwise do if she were in person under supervision. But only as long as it's supervised, I'm in order that she start reporting to bond supervision to address contact with her own children. Now, is that clear? Do I need to try to make that more clear?
So it has to be in a facility that can watch, or my sister or their dad, can they watch?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, Judge. Could we allow the sister and the ex-husband to supervise? I think that there's a low chance she's going to do something in front of them, and it would just be more efficient and cost effective too.
I'm going to let court services do that after they've learned more about the sister and the fathers. If court services are okay with that, I will approve it, but they need to know something about these family members to make sure that the family members will carry through. If they don't think mom did this, if they don't think there's any threat to the kids, family members can lose their objectivity pretty quickly, and they could just turn her loose with those kids, and I don't want that happening. So that's why I prefer a professional parent exchange supervision center. In fact, I think I'm just going to order that, Mr. Fave, that they do it at one of those professional facilities, just to keep it where there's no question and nobody's put in a position to pass judgment. That's just going to be my order. Bond supervision by court services and a professional visiting facility. But if there's any indication that anything inappropriate is going on, there's to be no discussion about this case, about the allegations and so forth. I don't want these kids exposed to any of this.
Sure.
And somebody's going to be supervising to make sure that doesn't happen. All right, Ms. Gillette.
Did the court rule on the motion to remove the ankle monitor?
That's what I was just gonna say. I need a ruling on GPS for the journal entry.
What kind of work does she do?
Well, she was doing a home health, but obviously with the court gave very restrictive bond conditions that have precluded her from being able to work home health anymore.
Well, I'm not going to modify the ankle monitor. That needs to stay in place too. No more changes.
All right.
Okay, we'll be in recess until July 31st at 1:30, at which time we'll have preliminary hearing. No, you wanted that to be a PHC, or did you want evidentiary, Mr.
No, that's a PHC on the 31st, Judge.
PHC still?
Yep.
All righty. Thank you. We'll
Thank
be
you.
in, Ms. Phillips, for an excuse from today's hearing.